I'd like to demonstrate three new features in the Blackboard 9.1 Grade Center. If we go to the Full Grade Center, one of the drawbacks in the 8.0 version is that often you could see only a limited number of rows. Depending on the resolution at which your screen is set, you might see 7 or 8 rows, and then you have to do a lot of scrolling up and down. Well, with the new Grade Center, you can edit the number of rows to be displayed, and the default is set to 10 rows. Now I only have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 students in this class, but let's say we had 70 students in this class. Well, we could change this to a larger number, the maximum being 50. Let's say we set it to 50, then you'd see this expanded to show 50 rows at one time. So that's a nice feature. Another feature is when you're in when you have a wide grade center with many columns. Let's say you're working in this column, essay number 3, and you're working on putting a student grade in, and then you're diverted or you have to check on something else. In the old grade center, when you came back, often it would put you back to the beginning of the grade center, and you'd be all be over here at the beginning of your grade book. Then you'd have to scroll way over again and find that column that you were working on to continue entering scores. Well, notice what happens here. Let's say we're working in this and then we're diverted. Let's say we want to go into the Manage area and look at our column organization. And so now, and this should look familiar to you from Blackboard 8.0, let's say we want to organize, reorder some columns or something. Let's cancel out of this. And now notice when we get back to the Grade Center, it puts us exactly where we were a minute ago. We're still scrolled way over to the right in Essay 3. If we were to pop out and look at maybe the content area and check out something here, then come back into the Full Grade Center, it will remember where we were. So just a nice feature that they cleaned up. Just now, the final thing I want to show is how you can color code some cells, code cells depending on certain criteria. And I've color coded orange to be cells that need grading. The kind of a light green, those are cells where the grade is 90% or greater, and then red is where it's a failing grade. And basically to do this, I'm not going to go into all the details, but you'd go into Manage and Grading Color Codes. And then you check that you want to enable the grading color codes. You can color code. I chose for needs grading, I chose orange color. And then I added some criteria, anything from 90 to 100%, which is an A. I want to be a light teal green with black letters. Anything between, you had to put something in here, so I put 0.01, essentially 0%, and 59.99 I want to show up as red. And I submitted those. And then when you get back to your grade center, these codes will, or these colors will show up. And then visually you can see very quickly these particular cells, the cells that meet these particular criteria.